Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 1 and we will present our presentation about the history of all English literature. Next. Our group members is me, my name is Muhammad Alfian Bahudi.
My name is Muhammad Johanna Priliano.
My name is Lingga Jayarikani.
Next. And this is our overview about these materials. It is about the Angles and Saxon, which is Germanic tribes, is conquered what is now called England in the 5th and 6th centuries. In the 7th centuries, Christian missionaries taught the English people to write. The English wrote down the codes and later their poems. Northumbria soon produced Caedmon and Bede, which is one of the symbol of English literature. Heroic poetry of a Christian kind is the chief legacy of all English literature, notably Beowulf and the Elegies. A considerable prose literature grew up after Alfred, King of Wessex. There were 4 centuries of writing in English before the Norman conquest. This is our table of content, the orientation of English literature. The first is Britain, England, and English. The second is Oral Origins and Conversion. The third is Oldham, Bede, and Caedmon. The fourth is Northumbria and the Theme of the Road. The fifth is Heroic Poetry. The sixth is Christian Literature. And the seventh is King Alfred and Beowulf. And the 9 is Elegies. The 10 is Baroque Poetry. And the 11, the last is the Harvest of Literacy. I will explain about the first sub-material. It is Britain, England, and English. This is the early history of England and about its literature. After the Romans left Britain in the 5th century, Germanic tribes, which is divided into 3, this is the Angles, Saxon, and Jutes, invaded and come to the land, leading to the formation of England. This is become of his word Angles and become of England, which is England. Now we call it England. The English language began as an oral tradition and was first written around 6000 Anno Domini after Christian missionaries introduced literacy. Next, the cliffs. The cliffs of Dover, the literary icon of England. Next. This is what we call the cliffs Dover. This is the iconic symbol of literacy of English. Previous. After that, the difference between Britain and England. Britain and England is not actually the same. You know that King Lear is the king of Britain, not king of England. Invasion by Anglo-Saxon and Jutes is the beginning of the history of the English literature. The early written English, the development become so complex, and the impact from Christianity to literacy is the Christianity come to English and make so much impact to literacy. Early English literary culture and the Norman conquest and language shift, and the last is legacy of Old English literature, which is Old English literature is part of English literature, and some of it deserve discussion here on literary learning. Next. Oral origins and conversion. The artistic quality of Germanic oral poetry, it resemblance to Homeric poetry and the transition to written literature in Anglo-Saxon England. It highlights the role of Roman missionaries helped spread literacy and Christianity, resulting in a culture that was a synthesis of Anglo-Celtic and Roman. With only minor Celtic and Latin borrowings, Old English remained predominantly Germanic despite linguistic and cultural mixing. Christianity restored England's connection to the larger Latin. So, the Germanic people, which is like Anglo-Saxons, it highlights the role of Roman. He is not spread literacy, but also the Christianity, the religion. So resulting in the culture, this is with only minor Celtic and Latin borrowings, Old English, despite Germanic linguistic and cultural mixing. Next. Occam, Bed, and Catman was the three important characters in early English literature. These three characters is one of the popular characters in early English literature, and the well-known ecclesiastical history, before calendar written by the prolific Latin scholar Bede, chronicles Caedmon's miraculous poetic calling and is one of his works that have endured throughout Europe. The first English poet known was Caedmon, a cowherd who was illiterate until he was inspired by God to write verses narrating biblical stories. There is three characters. The three the most important characters in Old English literature. Next, Northumbria and the Twain of the Wood. The Twain of the Wood is an Old English religious poem preserved partly on the Oldwell cross and full in the Wesley book. It tells the story of Christ's crucifixion from the point of view of the cross. We call it Road, combining Christian theology with Anglo-Saxon heroic ideals. The cross 103 recounts its role in the crucifixion, portraying Christ as a heroic warrior willingly facing death. The poem reflects Northumbria's rich Christian and artistic culture and used twin vision and emotional devotion to connect with its audience. And the poem exemplifies both the tradition of the vision, in which belt while the dreamer is led from confusion to understanding, and the medieval work of affective devotion, affecting the emotion and moving the audience from confusion to faith. Next.
So next I will explain you about heroic poetry. Heroic poetry is early literature commonly look back to a heroic age, a period in the past when warriors were more heroic and kings were kings. The Christian heroism of the Dream of the Road redirected the old pagan heroism, which can be seen in fragments of Germanic heroic poetry. While there, Finnsburg, Witzit, and there was the example of early famous poems. Although English writing came with Christianity, not everything that was written was fully Christian. Next, the example of the poem is Wayland knew the wanderer's fate, that single-willed Earl suffered agonies, sorrow and longing, the sole companions of his ice-cold exile. Anxieties beat when Need had put a knife to his hamstring, let cleaver bones on the better man. Next is Christian literature, Bible stories such as Genesis and Exodus, saints biographies such as God, Bootleg and Butler, and devotional writings such as the Dream of the Road, were all paraphrased influence in Anglo-Saxon Christian literature. Translations of the Bible were not limited to the later centuries. Later drama was influenced by liturgical poetry such as Christ with his Advent lyrics. The only known Old English poet, Saint Wolf, used rune to sign his writing. For important manuscripts, Junius, Exeter, Vesely, and Beowulf that were copied during the Benedictine revival circa 1000 Anno Domini contain the majority of the Old English works that has survived. Next, the example of the poem is I suddenly am deeply disturbed, despite of honor, for I have for you heard many words, many great sorrow and hurtful speeches, much harm, and to me they speak insult. Many hostile words, tears I must set in mine. God easily my relief, the inner pain of my heart. Comfort the wretched one, O young girl, Mary the Virgin. Next is Alfred. This is the biography about King Alfred. King Alfred the Great revived English learning during Dane's invasion by translating Latin work, Bede and Photius, into Old English and promoting lay education. He established English as a literary language and commissioned the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle, which recorded his victory over the Danes 878. His writing, like the forest metaphor for wisdom, blend philosophy and leadership, to his reform fully flourished later under Edgar and the Benedictine revival. Alfred's legacy endured in key manuscripts such as Beowulf and Exeter Book. Next is about Beowulf. Beowulf is the first English epic. Beowulf, written in the late 10th century, examines bravery, destiny, and wisdom in a pre-Christian Scandinavian society. A dragon, Grendel, and his mother are among the monsters that the British hero Beowulf vanquished, but he ultimately perished defending his people. The poem upholds the ideals of loyalty and kingship while contrasting heroic glory with its cost, which include feuds, vengeance, and dynastic collapse. Despite having its origin in oral tradition, Beowulf exhibits Christian influence and uses its morally nuanced protagonist to critique pagan violence. Its theme of legacy and mortality are relevant even outside of its antiquate context.
This Elcase, early English poem reflecting them of exile, loss, and longing. The Elcase of the Exeter Book often inspired a Christian idea. The first group, the Wanderer, the Saver, and the Ruins, are heroic Elcase voiced by exiled men considering suffering and the fleeting character of earthly glory. Often from a female point of view, the second group, the husband misses the wife, complain, wolf, and advisor, emphasis, secular love, heartbreak, and separation. Next, battle poetry. All English battle poetry honor hero warfare and elegant in Brunanburg and the Battle of Mandol, combining historical records with classic poetic imagery. Brunanburg 937 honors King Athelstan and marks a significant English victory. Though he described a lost Mandol 991 stresses virtue and sacrifice, emphasizing Christian obligation, bravery, and loyalty. It presents battlefield decision as moral awareness. This poem both reflects modern historical event and preserves oral tradition.
Next.
The harvest of literature. In the 10th and early 11th centuries, English literature flourished through the efforts of figures like Alfred, Archbishop Dunstan, Alfred, and Wollstonecraft. Alfred's produced accessible religious prose, including Catholic homilies and saints' lives, while Wollstonecraft wrote powerful sermon and political texts. This writing brought Latin learning to a broader English-speaking audience. Cordula Crowe, especially in Winchester, was significant despite political decline under King Alfred and ongoing Viking invasion. After the Norman conquest, 1066, English lost its status in the courts and courts, but some English element like wedding work survives, showing the deep root of Old English in everyday life.
Next. Thank you. This is our presentation. You can drop the comments on the Sipacha forum so we can discuss it here. Maybe you have problems or something that you don't know about this information we presented. You can drop the comments in Sipacha. So thank you and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kok iso well?
Great.